What's wrong, Bing?
Posse coming.
How many?
About 8 or 10.
Sheriff?
No, cattlemen.
There's somebody coming in over the Badland Trail. Alone? Yeah. He's seen us and he's heading right down this way.
I can fix that even at this distance.
Oh, wait a minute, Hogan. Use your head. Nobody but a stranger would come in over that trail. He won't know we ain't been branding our own calves. Cover this Jasper from the brush while I talk with him. If I ride off and leave him, bust for town.
All right.
Howdy. Hello. Looking for something?
Somebody, mostly. Fellow by the name of Leif Armstrong. Know him?
Leif Armstrong? Sure. He's working for me right now.
I guess I fell off that hill into the right place, huh?
Who's Leif Armstrong? Never heard of him. He did it in Maxie. He's working some trick.
Leif wrote me a letter. Said he had a job in Texas. Wanted me to join him.
He's been helping me with his calf roundup while he's been waiting for you. Good man, Leif.
You bet, the best.
You come far?
Oklahoma.
Ooh, that's a long way to ride to join a partner.
Well, Leif did me a lot of good turns, and I aim to pay back my debts. Both kinds.
Good plan if you can do it. I guess you're in a hurry to see Leif.
Yes, sir. Where can I find him?
He's working a brush canyon over the hill. Tend to that fire for me, will you? And I'll go and send him right over to you.
Thanks.
Hello, Maxie. What's the hurry? I was hunting deer and saw him from the ridge. Saw who? The rustler. Rustler? Where? Over the next canyon. The fellow you've been looking for. If you hurry, you can catch him. And will we? Hey, Charlie and Joe, slip up ahead and get the drop on him. Fire one shot and we'll come along. Thanks, Maxie. Come on, boys. We'll wait on the ridge.
Go ahead, pull your gun. Then throw it behind you. Hey, wait a minute. Who are you and who do you think I am? Shut up and save your breath. You won't have it long.
Pretty smart trick, camping out here in the hills and stealing our cattle a few head at a time. No wonder he's so hard to catch.
I'm no rustler. My name's Camp O'Neill, and I'm telling you...
I suppose you've got this phony branding on to catch butterflies with.
There's a good-looking tree right over here on the hill. Tree is
Wait a minute. No tree for this guy. Get that shirt off.
All right, boy. That served him right. I don't know, him.
There's a crooked brand on you now. Your own mark. Put there so those honest men will be able to spot you for a sneaking cattle thief. Get out of the country. Come on.
near as I can figure from your description, the fellow you're looking for must be Laughing Maxie. He runs a saloon right down the street.
Thanks. Now I'd like to see a couple of guns.
Oh, yes, you bet your life. This fellow that you're asking about, you got a message for him?
Not exactly. I owe him something. That right, ain't it?
Yes, sir, much obliged.
You old son of a gun.
Watch the store a few minutes, Pancho, will you?
All right.
See how you been.
Oh, I'm fine. You're looking great. Just bigger. Cam, you been shot?
No, just burned.
How?
With a branding iron right here.
Who done it?
Some of your local cowmen.
Why
You can't blame them. They read the sign the only way they could. But I'm on my way now to visit the fellow who did frame it. Laughing Maxie.
Hey, Maxie, there's a feller in town looking for you.
Yeah, who is it?
I don't know. I never seen him before. But I think he means trouble.
Yes?
Yeah, he described you perfect. And thinking, that he might have a message from a friend or something, I told him who you was, and I told him you run this place.
Oh, you dumb fool.
Is it the fellow they branded?
Nobody else. He pays his debts. Both kinds. Get up on that balcony with a shotgun. Say, play drunk down at the door and keep your gun out. You and the kid stay at the foot of the stairs.
All right. I'll go with you. No, you won't. It's a one-man job and it's mine. Try over in front of the saloon and head for Texas. I'll catch up on the road with you. Go on.
Just a minute. It's only fair to warn you all that we're expecting a little trouble here. You girls better leave the room for a while. And I wouldn't want any of my customers hurt accidentally, if you don't mind.
Aren't you going to get out of range, Jim?
No, I think I'll stick around watching. Max has tucked off his gun. When he does that, somebody always gets killed.
Yes, and it's never Maxie. Too bad. He's a nice-looking young fellow, too. Yeah, but he's sure going to a funeral.
Reckon you'll know me if you ever see me again?
I told you I always paid my debts. Both kinds. Turn around, you, and keep your hands in sight. Come on and laugh, Maxie. It'll be your last chance. Or I'm gonna gun brand a double cross on your face you won't ever be able to grin through. Take that. So remember when you laugh again.
Give me a gun! Give me a gun!
They branded yesterday.
Yeah, they shot him in the back. He didn't even have a gun on him.
That's murder.
They just rode out of town, sure.
I can use about 6 of you boys. You 3. Levy, Hank, Phil, come on. Get him,
Let him back easy. He'll have to lay flat on his back till that heals. If internal bleeding starts again, he'll die in an hour. You'll have to stay right here for a while. I wouldn't even risk moving you to a bed.
Well, there's some things I'd like to talk over with him, Doc. Do you think?
Well, that's all right. 5 minutes talk won't hurt. But moving around would finish him. Don't make it too long.
All right, Doc.
Kent, there's a letter in my jumper pocket. You get it?
Letter?
Yeah. Read it.
I'll go, Leif.
I was hoping you would. Thanks.
Oh, forget it. Say, what's this Molly McCall look like?
I don't know. I've never seen her. But I remember her dad from when I was a kid. He was like your old man. He never failed a friend. He saved my father twice. You see, it's a debt I owe.
Well, I'll do what I can. I'll promise that, Leif.
Goodbye, Ken.
Goodbye, you old knothead.
Goodbye, you darn fool, and you hurry up and get out of this town, too.
tail. Come out. We don't want to hurt anybody we ain't looking for.
And I guess I waited a little too long. Tell Leif I got away all right, will you? I don't want him to worry. Thanks, and goodbye, Doc.
Goodbye, sir! Keep getting away!
Afraid of that.
You can't help him now. Nobody can.
Are you sure of that, Doc?
I've been treating gunshot wounds all my life. Ride on, son. He must have wanted you to. Bad.
You did. And I promised.
Go that way.
$5 left. Well, Mulligan, took all but that to pay them.
Quitters, Miss Molly, quitters. They ain't fit to work on a decent ranch nohow.
Oh, you can't really blame them. Their lives were in danger every minute.
Well, what of it? No sand in the breed now. Cowmen were different in my day. Why, I mind the time when me and your pa... Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry if I frightened you.
Oh, no, I didn't hear you come up. I was...
Crying. Yes, I saw you were.
Oh, nothing important. Were you looking for someone?
Yes, ma'am. I came down here to be foreman for Molly McCall.
Why, I'm Molly McCall.
Well, I'm Leif Armstrong.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. But I'm afraid the job's gone. All my men are quitting.
Why?
Frightened, I guess. There's been a lot of rustling and shooting.
If you don't mind, miss, I'd like to start working right now.
Who did that fellow say he was?
Leif Armstrong.
My name's Armstrong, and I'm foreman of this ranch now.
Well, go right ahead and be foreman. Boss yourself around. There won't be nobody else around here to give orders to.
Which one of you fellas named Gabe Powers?
Well, I'm your man.
You're a liar. You're not a man, you're a yellow dog.
Brother, that remark's gonna cost you some front teeth.
Stop nothing. That's starting out like a good fight. Well, it wouldn't surprise me none if things was going to improve around here.
Which one is it?
Johnston.
Well, I'm Johnson. I'll stay.
All right, Johnson.
Boss, I'm Williams. I ain't yellow. But take a look at this. Found it under the bunkhouse door this morning.
Who made out the names on this payroll?
Gabe Powers. If you aim the boss to 00, I'll stick.
Thanks.
Well, that goes for me, too.
Powers, the only thing that goes for you is the gate. And that's wide open. It's right over there. You're paid and you're packed. Now travel. Now, we work this range in pairs. One man hunts cattle and the other covers him. See if nobody speaks up on him. We need more men, we'll get them. Now, go over there and unpack those horses and clean your guns. From now on, if anybody wants trouble with this outfit, they'll get it. What happened to you? Been in an explosion? Yeah, I was playing with dynamite. There it goes across the yard. Well, you didn't have to quit just because he licked you, did you? I planted you here for a reason. I tried to stick, but he fired me. And what's more, he's going to cause you plenty of trouble, too. That remains to be seen. Wait down the road for me. How do you do, Miss McCall?
How do you do? Mr. Houseman, Mr. Armstrong.
How do you do? How are you?
Mr. Armstrong is my new foreman. And this gentleman is manager of the Sundown Bank at Murdoch.
Miss McCall, may I talk to you alone?
Well, we can include Mr. Armstrong. He has a right to know how things stand.
Well, we might just as well talk out here. Now, about that additional loan. I'm sorry, but I couldn't get it through. You see, your other note comes due shortly. To be exact, on the 13th at sundown. At sundown? Yes, that's where our bank gets its name. A rule of the founder. We always give a debtor until the last hour to meet his obligations.
But you said you would renew that if I wanted you to.
And we undoubtedly will. But my associates feel they can't make an added loan with that outstanding. Why don't you dispose of this place? I know several men that would pay, well, a pretty fair price for it.
If I could sell some of the cattle, then I could settle up everything and keep the ranch. And that's what Dad wanted me to do.
Is this note against the livestock? No, just the property. Well, then why don't you sell some of your cattle?
There aren't any local buyers. No one in town will buy them.
We could drive them to the railroad and sell them there.
Could we make it?
Certainly, why not? That doesn't sound very practical, young man. It's a dry trail. I've driven cattle twice that far without water and delivered them in good shape.
We'll do it.
Well, Mr. Armstrong seems to have solved all your problems, Miss McCall. Stop in and see me when you're in town.
We will.
We'll see you on the 13th, before sundown. That's fine. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, I hope we can make that drive.
Oh, we'll make it all right. By the way, who's responsible for that Gabe Powers being here?
Oh, Mr. Hoffman sent him. Why, it's Sheriff Kenyon from Murdoch. I wonder what he could be wanting here. Why, Sheriff, this is a surprise.
Hello, Molly. How's the ranch going?
Badly until today, but things look better now. Sheriff Kenyon, this is Mr. Armstrong, my new foreman.
Howdy. How are you?
Mr. Armstrong was a friend of Father's. I wrote him, and he came down to help me, all the way from Arizona.
I'm riding around now to set folks on the lookout for a fella from Arizona. Murderer.
A murderer?
Yes, and a bad one, too. Sheriff up there thinks he's headed down this way.
6 feet, 180 pounds, blue eyes and brown hair. 28 years old, branded with a bar C on upper chest. This man is a killer. That part of the description would fit most anybody.
Fits you fine, Armstrong.
Kind of fits you too, Sheriff.
Well, darned if it doesn't. With the exception of the branded chest. I've got an eagle tattooed there.
Yeah?
But tell the boys to keep their eyes open. This fella's worth watching for. There's a $2,000 reward.
I'll do that.
Well, good luck, Molly.
Thank you. I think I'm going to have it now.
Oh, Sheriff. By the way, do you know where I can pick up some men that'll do for a roundup and a cattle drive?
Well, hands are scarce. But say, I got 4 good, tough panhandle boys in jail. They're sober enough to turn loose now. They're all broke. Maybe you can get them.
They ought to be just what we want. Do you mind if I ride to town with you and pick them up?
Come ahead. Glad to have company.
But I've no money to hire more men.
Oh, we'll pick more up at the railroad. Don't worry about that.
Father always was a good judge of men, Lace. He said you'd be like your dad.
Thanks.
That new foreman looks like a bear for action.
He's wonderful.
Hello, Wagner. I've been wondering what happened to you.
Well, I've been going over that Double O Ranch again.
Still thinking there's oil there, huh?
Not thinking now, Houseman. I'm dead sure that the Double O Ranch is right over one of the richest pools of oil in the United States.
Great. That means big money.
Millions.
You sure nobody else knows anything about this?
Naturally, I've been very careful. But I can't wait any longer for you to get hold of the place. My company's pressing me, and I've got to turn in a report.
Now listen, Wagner, don't be a fool. Why, if you tell your company about this, you'll be lucky to get a $100 bonus. String along with me, and I'll cut you in for 25% of the work.
All I need's a little more time. But time is one thing I can't give you. And anyway, suppose the girl makes good and manages to keep the ranch.
Listen, I'll cinch this thing tomorrow. You're going to wait that long?
All right, I'll wait till then, but no longer.
I'll let you know how I make out. Drop around about the middle of the afternoon.
All right.
Okay. Three of us know about that oil. And it seems to me that's one too many.
I'll get your men. They ain't much to look at, but I figure they're good cowmen. This here's Mr. Armstrong.
Armstrong. Never heard of him. Who'd he ever shoot?
He's the man that's got jobs for you no-good sign winders. Now talk it over with him.
Jobs? Maybe we don't want them.
Maybe you don't. They're men's jobs.
Well, if you think we ain't men, mister...
I have a proposition. I'm foreman of a ranch that's in trouble. Need men to round up cattle and drive them to the railroad.
Well, nothing hard about that.
Double pay if we make it. Not even a nickel if you fail. We'll probably have to shoot our way through.
And now, Mr. Armstrong, you're talking our language.
Will you guarantee the shooting part of it?
Well, this morning the men found these under the bunkhouse door.
Look out! It's dynamite!
Tell you what we'll do, Mr. Armstrong. If you'll buy each of us 2 drinks right now, we'll go.
Buy you 1 right now and 10 at the railroad. Take it or leave it.
Sound like my kind of a boss.
Here, too.
And here.
She's carried. Unanimous.
You've hired some hands. I'm Tex. These 2 walking bed slats here is Shorty and Cactus. That wide one in the middle is Toad, the worst camp cook in Texas, and he'll poison you if he can. Let's go.
All right.
The saloon is right straight across the street.
How'd you make out?
All right, Sheriff. I think they'll do fine. Thanks.
Wait a minute.
What's in that?
They're guns. But don't give them to them until you get them outside the city limits.
You poor polecats think you're going to start another cyclone in this place. You're all wrong.
Put that away. These men get 1 drink, then they're coming with me. Come on.
Mr. Armstrong,
Yeah.
what's the name of this outfit we're working for?
The 00.
To the 00.
To the double-o.
Now, we're ready. Let's go.
Which way, boss? Right straight ahead.
As they say in the shooting galleries, 1 cigar.
Now, the next thing I want you to do is get some men together and clean out the 00 cattle. Don't leave 50 head for Armstrong to drive.
You put up a fight.
Let him. He hasn't got anybody to help him. Can't guard those herds alone. Get plenty of men. You know where to find them.
Yes, you're right, boss. Them hands he's got out the ranch won't be much good in a fight.
I'll make sure the ones you have are.
Texas down in Texas, down in Texas land. There was a cowboy from El Paso, chasing the cat with the lasso. His Luke called a stump and he lit with a bump on a place where there didn't no grass grow. Down in Texas, down in Texas, down in Texas land. Cowboy went to a fiesta. He didn't go there to siesta. His shirt it was silk and he didn't drink milk, for he was in search of a...
Hello, Johnson.
Howdy, miss.
Hello, boys. Is Mr. Armstrong here?
Yes, Mom, he's around in front of the chuck wagon washing up.
I tell you, he's going to be good and sore. You shouldn't have come out here. Just like a woman, though, I've got to be in everything.
Mulligan, you can't talk to me like that.
I've talked to you that way ever since you wore pigtails. Not that it ever did much good, though.
Hello. Why, you forgot to take your handkerchief off and it's soaked.
Oh, that's all right. This is no place for you.
Why not?
Oh, it isn't safe.
It's as safe as being at home alone. How are things going?
Oh, everything's fine. Rounded up about half the cattle we need. Williams and the ranch boys are riding herd on them out there tonight.
That's great. Has there been any trouble?
Well, not yet. But that doesn't mean there won't be.
We'll sneak down, rush that camp, and take that herd like shooting fish. Come on.
By the whispering wind of the night, oh, sing me a song at the Rio.
I promise not to be in the way, so please don't be angry with me.
I couldn't be angry with you, Molly.
I wonder if you know how much I appreciate what you've done for me. I feel like a different person since you came, and I've had someone to depend on.
Since I got here, I feel like a different person myself.
Rafe, you're worried about something. What is it? Tell me.
Molly, when I get back from the railroad, I have got something to tell you. Something very important.
Tell me now.
I can't. Not until then. You see, it's sort of a confession.
A mystic view, while glistening dew makes diamonds dead in the sand. Sing me a song.
Looks like we're in luck. I don't see Armstrong down there anywhere. It's going to be a shame to break up that quartet.
Stay here.
Bust my guitar for me, will you? Let's bid him goodbye.
Rafe, are you hurt?
Hey, hold! Bring a shovel. Someone's right there under the wagon. Oh, I know it. I suppose I'll have to do all the digging.
You've had enough excitement. You better turn in.
All right.
I'm telling you, he's got to be stopped, or we're whipped.
And I'm telling you to figure out something besides gunplay. The boys won't go against that nest of hornets again. At least what's left of them won't.
Get your nerves together and open that door.
Hello, husband.
Oh, hiya, Hunter.
Busted. Fella had a streak of drunken luck and cleaned me out.
Well, I'm sorry, but what can I do for you?
State me.
Afraid I'm not innocent.
Oh, yes, you are. You see, I know things.
Say, are you crazy?
No powers, just smart. For example, I know that Wagner was an oil expert. I know he was shot in the back. I know who did it.
Say, listen, you...
Don't get excited. I came over here to do you a favor. For a price. I'm drawing cards in your game.
Why, I'll shut up, Gabe, and keep out of this. Go ahead, Hunter.
What's it worth to you to have Leif Armstrong out of the way by the end of the week?
You wouldn't have a chance with him.
I didn't say shoot him. I said get him out of your way. Well, how about it?
I might be interested.
I want $5,000. 2,000 of it you'll get back later. Lay it on the table and I'll show you my hole card.
I'll pay when you prove you're not bluffing.
All right. I'll uncover my hand. But Houseman, don't try to get any cards off the bottom of the deck. Leif Armstrong is really Camp O'Neill.
How do you know it?
I was within 10 feet of Laughing Maxie when he was shot. That's what they want O'Neill for.
Shall I tip off Sheriff Kagan?
No. I'll wire Sheriff Rand Benson. He can get down here before the 00 drive starts, and he knows I can identify O'Neill.
It's a better idea, Hunter.
When I show you his answer, I want my money.
I like that. Call it a deal.
It's a deal.
Thank you.
More?
No, thanks. Now listen, we've rounded up enough cattle for the trail herd. I'm going on ahead and pick out the first day's route. You and Mulligan ride to the ranch. I'll drop off there on my way back to join the herd.
Fine. And don't you forget to stop.
I won't. Benson, Arizona, huh? On the way. Good work. Keep an eye on our man, Rand. That's fine. Guess all we've got to do is wait.
There's one thing you can do right now.
What's that?
Pay me $5,000.
You know, Hunter, I've been thinking about that. It doesn't seem quite fair that I should pay you that money until after the arrest has been made.
After the arrest has been made, you won't need me. I'll take my money now.
You'll take it when I'm ready to pay.
All right, Houseman. Play the cards that way. But I'm still holding an ace. I can warn O'Neill. He won't be so easy to catch when he knows your game. I'm riding to the 00 right now. I won't travel fast, so if you change your mind...
always did think that two of us was enough to know about that oil.
That's the way I feel about it.
Cigar?
I'll get it when I come back. I won't need the belt.
Houseman changed his mind?
Yes, he sent me to catch up to you and give you the cash.
Hello, Neil. I see you remember me.
Yes. Who got you?
Howard. But I guess I had it coming to me. Leave me here. You get out of the country, fast.
I'll get you to the Double O Ranch. It's just over the hill.
No, there's no use. You gotta... I thought I told you to get out of the country. I don't deserve to have you taking care of me.
No?
No. I sold you out to Powers and Hausman.
Houseman, eh?
Yeah. He's behind it all. He wants this place because there's oil on it. You've been blocking his game. He's afraid you'll help Miss McCall meet that note.
Oh, so that's it. Sheriff from Benton.
Yeah. I sent him word you were here. Oh, that's no good. Why don't you crawl out the window? Then when the sheriff comes, I'll stall him till you have a chance to get away.
Have him get you, Doctor.
What's wrong?
I stopped one.
Where's O'Neill?
He'll be here in a minute.
Wait a minute, sir.
You ain't going no place.
What's the matter with you, Hunter? Put that down right
No, you won't. Shooting the sheriff don't mean a thing to me, Rand. I cut the black ace anyhow. Unbuckle your gun belt and let it drop. That's better. Now kick it over in the corner. Now get out your handcuffs. I want you to do a trick with them.
late. You weren't going to wait for me.
I knew I'd meet you on a trail. Time's getting short. Got to be back so you can pay that note.
But if you're a little late, Mr. Houseman would...
We can't depend on that. I'll see you at the bank before sundown.
I'll wait for you there.
That's the horse I loaned the Arizona sheriff.
Well, that means O'Neill got him.
Our only chance now is to stop O'Neill when he comes back with the money. Put every man you can raise on that trail and see that he doesn't get through.
Don't worry, he won't make it.
How long do you figure to keep this up?
As long as I can. You see, I got a story to tell you. But you may not believe it. So, before I tell it and turn you loose, I aim to give a white man a good long running stop. That's the story, Ram.
Miss McCall, I regret bringing you bad news, especially at a time like this. But your foreman is a fugitive, wanted by the law.
I won't believe that.
It's true. I regret I didn't learn it in time to warn you. There's very little chance of his coming back here now.
I'll wait for him here just the same, if you don't mind.
This is as good a place as any to watch.
All right.
We'll give him a chance to pay that note before we close in. He's got to come this way.
O'Neill won't ride back here into a murder charge.
Did you get them loaded?
Yeah, just about.
Here, Williams, pay your men off. Tex, split this among the boys. Here's an extra one for those 10 drinks I promised. I'm heading for Murdoch right away.
Boss, if you're figuring on riding the main trail...
But I'm not. I'm going over the ridge. I'm going fast. I don't think anybody will be expecting me that way.
Well, we was thinking maybe we ought to ride with you.
No, thanks. I don't think you can keep up. Besides, you got to be there by sundown.
Maybe we'd better get them 10 drinks in Murdoch.
Why, you don't think we can catch up with that gray horse, do you?
Trail, I heard him say. He comes along close behind me.
Good boy. Here.
All right.
Come on, gang.
The light goes fast as the sun gets low.
Oh, he'll be here before it sets.
You'll have to be. The agreement reads before sundown.
But I thought you said...
That I'd extend it? I did. But when my associates learned of your foreman's identity and the serious loss that you were facing, they voted against it. I couldn't do anything about it. Sorry. It'll have to be paid today.
Here he comes.
Getting late. I'm afraid he's going to fail you, Miss McCall.
He hasn't yet. There's still some time left.
Gotta get him out of there. We can't rush him. That Jasper don't miss. We don't have to rush him. Here, take this go over there with Frank and Art. Throw it in behind him and blow him out of there. I'll watch him from this side. Ready, Gabe? Off! Here she goes. Leave it there. The next one goes right through your head. Look out, it's dynamite!
If you want to make it before sundown, get on your way. I'll take care of him.
Looks like you were right. I sure feel sorry for that girl.
Gone.
No use waiting any longer. We want to take possession immediately.
You're too late. I'll not find any receipt. Sundown was the deadline.
Sun's still on top of that wall, and you're signing that receipt.
Not a chance.
No?
Let that gun alone. We won't have any of that just now.
I want the both of you to witness that note was paid before that sun went down.
Go ahead, Hosman.
Well, anyway, it won't keep you from swinging.
That's Rand's business. Sign the receipt. There's a few things you and I have to talk over. Come on.
Sorry to keep running away from you all the time, Sheriff, but I had business to tend to.
Your running days are over, O'Neill.
O'Neill!
Yes, I'm not Leif Armstrong. I'm his friend, Camp O'Neill. I promised to do this for him. That's the confession I wanted to make to you. I'm glad we made it. Goodbye. I'm ready. Keep it.
Hunter told me a story that cleared you, and your coming back convinced me it was true. Drop in and see me if you're ever up my way again. Both of you.
Oh, sing me a song of the Texas rain when the moon and the stars.
And you came back knowing that they'd be here to catch you.
I had to give you this. And it's all signed, too.
And it's sundown.
When the moon and the stars are alight, and the strange melody is played to me by